Wesley Bryan being suspended by the tour after playing in the LIV Golf Duels event in Miami. So, if you don't know the background, there were a bunch of folks, YouTube creators, kind of the LIV Golf's first version of the Creator Classic. They did it down in Miami several weeks ago, put out a whole video around it on Grant Horvat's channel. And Wesley Bryan was part of that event shoot. He was he was on one of the teams. Who was he with? Like DJ or something like that. I can't remember exactly who he was with, but then for playing in that, he found out that he was suspended by the PGA Tour. He was actually at the Punta Cana event, the one in which Joel Damon came up just short. And once he was already there, he found out he was suspended by the tour. There were threats. There were all kinds of reports of threats from the tour of the different creators. If creators participated in this LIV Duels thing, that they would be banned from PGA Tour events, from creator events that the tour does. And then I had heard that they had kind of backed down on that. Wesley Bryan is in an interesting case because, he's an active member of the PGA Tour. He's playing in PGA Tour events. I think it was last year. He finished second in a PGA Tour event. He's won on the PGA Tour before, versus, creators or whatever, kind of like us. We're kind of like media. So can you ban media for doing a media type event at a LIV thing? But they ended up doing it. They ended up suspending Wesley Bryan, and I believe he's actively still suspended from the PGA Tour.
Yeah, it's an interesting case because I think Grant Horvat got a sponsor's exemption invite to that same event, and I don't know that he took it, but I know that
one. Not the
same.
Oh,
it's not the same one.
But he did get a sponsor's invite to the Barracuda Championship.
Got it. Which is a PGA Tour sanctioned event. Which is,
I
mean, the hypocrisy, I guess, that people saw in that is outrageous. Now, I do know that there's a difference because Wesley is an actual active PGA Tour member. To me, it's really Wesley knew the line that he was crossing by going to the LIV event. I mean, he's not dumb. He knew the landscape of the PGA Tour versus LIV, regardless of where it's going to be going. Hopefully it gets merged sooner than later. Hopefully all of this is in the past, but in the current landscape, it's the biggest topic ever. That if a PGA Tour member plays in a LIV sanctioned event or whatever it might be. Now I know that that's not what it was, but you are kind of benefiting off of that other entity. And he did that for his own reasons, and he did that for his own personal gain. And his old employer or his employer is his league that he is a member of is you can't do this has been a fucking ongoing fight for 5 years. You can't do that. Of course you can't do that. And he knew that probably going in, and he still did it. So I don't know that he deserves so much everyone's so sad for him. I think he knew exactly what he was doing.
I fall on both sides of it. I understand what you're saying, where it's he definitely knew what line he was crossing. To me, and then to have the Grant thing that does reek of hypocrisy. There's this couple semantic things where it's oh, he's not a member of the PGA Tour, but the LIV event that they put on was then put on his YouTube channel, and then he gets a sponsor's exemption to a PGA Tour event. That to me, regardless of member or not, there's definitely hypocrisy there. And for the PGA Tour side of it, it felt like this was maybe an opportunity to just not let it go, but you wouldn't have to throw the book at somebody, and just hopefully that the relations between these two leagues are getting better. And you just be all right, it's not great that a PGA Tour member played in the Duels. That's a LIV event. But you could see it as an opportunity to kind of be hopefully things are thawing between these two leagues. To me, it was almost a sign that things are not thawing, where there was such a response of you playing this, you're suspended. So that was a bit concerning to me. I thought the PGA Tour could maybe put out a statement being we didn't love this, but as the negotiations are ongoing, blah, 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 to just straight up be you're suspended made me not feel great about the LIV PGA Tour thing right now.
Yeah, and even for me to backtrack a little bit, it is weird to watch the match that happened when Rory and Scotty were playing against, was it Brooks and Bryson? Why do you allow that? Because you were able to benefit off of it as a PGA Tour. Right. And why can't Wesley go play in a YouTube video against LIV golfers when Rory McIlroy went and did it on TBS? What's the difference there? I mean, I actually agree with what you're saying.
I guess the difference is that they went to the LIV event to promote the LIV event, strictly that's what it was for. That's what the timing was all about. That's why they did a 2-day turnaround or whatever they did, was purely to like promote LIV Golf Miami. And so I think the tour would have been in a tough spot not to do something, because I have to imagine there were many people behind the scenes, agents, managers, players,
Oh yeah.
Yep.
being like, what the fuck? We all got banned from the tour for basically ever. Or, hey, I stuck with the tour because I was told by you guys if I went and did something LIV, I would have been banned by the tour forever. How come this fucking guy, just because it's on YouTube, is not banned? That's outrageous. And they're playing for $250,000 over there. Like, all of it put the tour in a spot where I kind of agree with you, Frankie. Your original take, before you started backtracking a little bit, but the original take, just that I think too, it comes off as a little disingenuous to play the sympathy card when you knew 100% what the repercussions are. I mean, it's been pretty clear for years. And so if you go in and you do something that you know what the punishment is, and then you get the punishment, even if you don't think that there should be the punishment, that doesn't mean that like you weren't right in making your decision if you don't want to be punished. It's like, no, that you knew that was what was going to happen.
If Wesley's listening to this, which I'm sure he is,
Think so?
yeah. I mean, I think this is a story. I'm sure he's listening to it.
Yeah.
I think you knew what you did. I think you knew what was going to happen. But I also think there's major hypocrisy in the PGA Tour, and I do think that you deserve to have your arguments heard as to why it shouldn't have happened to you specifically. I don't know where I fall on it. I want to say, like, put it in the past. I mean, you're crushing it. You know what I mean? Like, just choose at some point. If they're going to make you choose, you've got the right choice right in front of you. You know?
I think he chose.
Okay.
I would agree with your statement to a listening Wesley Bryan right there, where I think that put the tour in a tough spot. I think they made a decision based on the best information and outcome that they thought they had to, but that you very, very much deserve I think he's appealing. You very, very much deserve in the appeal process to make your case. And I hope that it all works out great in the end. And I hope that you keep crushing it in YouTube golf.